Now, when you're setting a character off in World 5, of course, this guy automatically, we got the warning here saying, hey, you're going to die. So we look at this, survivability is 10%. Gross. All right. We have enough accuracy because we wouldn't have this multi down here if we didn't have the accuracy. This multi we would, but this multi down here for the, we would not be showing above 1x if we did not have the accuracy. So we have plenty of accuracy for this guy to start hitting the multi down here. And we need a lot of defense. We don't have much defense on this guy. So we need the food at this point. And we're just going to put some food on to increase that so that we can not die. All right, with that done, we could go ahead and grab this quest. Does this quest give us anything good? I don't remember. I don't remember if it does or not. Not you. Bottled wind. Not really. Not really something I'm overly concerned with. But we'll go ahead and collect these. It's fine. Of course, this is our bubo, so we're gonna get the cranium cooking, which is going to help a little bit because it's going to help push the alchemy XP, which we haven't really covered much because there was really no need to. It was so low it didn't even matter. But now we're getting a little bit higher up here, so we can start covering some things. We can start moving some things now. Still not going to mess too much with this. We could unlock some more. We could. I'm not going to push any of these yet. We're going to wait until we have more multis. That way these go really fast. And then we got 1261 seconds of alchemy progress. So our alchemy XP was going up a little bit. Now it is not. And we have more of these. So we could push again for a little bit more cap. Do we have one guy in there, right? Yeah. Do we have all of our guys placed? We do? Okay, cool. Push a little bit more for cap here. And then it's your call if you want to push cap, or we can come over here to brewing and we can start working on some things. I wouldn't go too crazy here yet because it does take a lot of water and we are better off in the long run just to keep pushing that cap up. Because even now, we are, what is our, yeah, 7.7 per hour. So 10 hours would be 77. We're getting kind of close. We could start working on rate just to increase the speed that it fills up. But I mean, at least you're at a point now where you can start going like, okay, I want to start getting some strength. I want to start getting some mining efficiency. I want to start getting some uh, chopping efficiency. I want to start getting some other things. And then maybe at some point, maybe start getting some more bubbles as well. Right now, we got a 74% chance to increase our bubble. We could come down here to boost, and we could go with luck to increase that chance. And let me just put it this way: speed 79, right? Uh, extra bubble 58. Cost, we could definitely work on that to get these costs down. But I'm not going to worry about that. Let's look at the luck here. One luck. We purchased one. We spent one of these points and got luck up. Spend one, spend two, right there. Boom. So took us to 81%. If you really wanted to work luck right now, this would be kind of a good place to maybe start. And you know what? Let's go ahead and take it to like, I don't know, 5K. We'll see if we can get the next bubble. Maybe 10K then. I don't want to go too far. I don't want to go too crazy with it because I want to keep pushing that speed. All right, so 98%, that's good enough for a chance, right? Yay. So a little defense there. Awesome. Awesome. That is one we want. FMJ, very important. Very, very, very important. This is going to help us out immensely. I kind of wish I hadn't spent that water now, but I did. So, is what it is. It's all right. We'll just wait a couple of hours and then we'll be able to have some more. All right. So we have a whole bunch. Well, not really a whole bunch because it did take us down quite a bit. Uh, that's because uncovering that bubble changed the conversion rate of these. It's just 77%. So we take a look to about 10K again. All right, cool. It should give us at 98%. So we have 39 bubbles left, and then we use one. It takes us to 20 because it increases what these do for us. This one's accuracy, right? Yeah, accuracy. So again, accuracy can be very good if you're needing accuracy. If you're not needing accuracy, don't worry about it. Because that's all your characters. So if one character needs it, push it. If not, don't worry about it. Now we can just push the rest into speed, which will give us a little bit more speed since it did decrease these a little bit. That would definitely increase the speed quite a bit. Or increase the amount that this fills up per chance we have. So again, we could go with more here. Just to get that up a bit. Whoops, too far. It's all right. It's fine. What did we get on this one? Did we get to where we wanted to be? Free speed. Oh, well, that's good too, right? Yeah, that's good too. But we're gonna go back to speed on this guy, uh, just to get that moving along a little bit. Try to get that speed done, and we'll push this one up as well. And we have a 102% chance. So yay! Of course, took our chances down again. But now we got XP grind time. Nice, nice, nice. Uh, Worth putting on if you want. Although right now, I'd rather the gifts. And, well, we're good with that too. But we can put the XP on, which will give us 10%, extra 10% class XP. Uh, if you're going to be actively playing someone, it'll be maybe a good idea to do that. These guys, I really want the level up thing on these. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. And I'm not going to be leveling this up yet. Although at some point, yes, that, I mean, at some point, that's like phenomenal. Uh, but there is a pet you can get that's going to increase or give you all these bubbles as equipped. I don't remember which one that is. Of course, drop rate, yeah, always a good thing to have. Luck that increases your XP anyway. Um, I just there's reasons, and I want mainly the balloons. That's really what I want. Um, all right, this. Oh my gosh, stamp trap. This thing gets crazy, crazy. Um, it compounds with other things. It doesn't increase you by much, but it does increase you, and you can take that really high. Um, Water, max capacity for liquid. Again, that's one you're really going to want to push just so you can carry more liquid. That way you can start working on increasing your rate. But for now, I'm still working on liquid. All right, we can go back to here and we can go like, I really want more speed. So I'm not going to worry about unlocking too many bubbles. Uh, I did want to get defense done, or FMJ done, so we can start pushing a little bit more with defense, especially coming up here since we are in World 5 and we are at a severe disadvantage for our defense. Uh, we need to start pushing armor, which we've been pushing through World 4. We've been pushing the World 2 armor. Now we need to start getting into the World 3 armor, and we're in World 5. Which, if you're trying to speed through, this is kind of a good way to go. If you're trying to go slow and be casual, okay, we could still be in World 3 and working on World 3 armor. We could, legit could. I, personally, I'd rather get the levels, push through the push through the maps, get the levels, get the talent points, so that we can worry about everything else. And one thing you really seriously you need to think about pushing is, one second here, we'll clear this through. We'll clear that. One thing we seriously, which was the whole reason I pushed through World 4, is we want to go to the Rift. Now, the first Rift upgrade, or level, whatever, the first Rift, you're going to have to kill 500 mobs in 5 minutes, which is horrible. Completely horrible. Completely horrible. So give it a run for 5 minutes. If this number, if your progress resets, then you failed. So keep an eye on it. And then you're going to get XP while you're doing this too. But anything that's going to increase your speed is going to be beneficial. Of course, we're going to go right here for increasing accuracy and damage. So that's that. And then, of course, we got more points to spend. So, okay. Some of this could be good. Poison Cloud. Oop, that's not Poison Cloud. This is Poison Cloud. That's, since this is Bubo, and we need to kill a whole bunch of these in a short period of time. Yeah, we're going to go with Poison Cloud. Which we need to go back to World 5 so that we can get more levels, so we can get more talent points, so we can get more Poison Cloud, so we can come here and get this done. But other than that, anything that's going to help you out, which, I mean, I only got 3, so it's not really going to help me much. But like nothing here is going to help me, except for maybe that might help me stay alive in World 5, which we'll do that. As far as damage though, like, it's like, it's really nothing that's going to really push me. We could go to the library, we could get some books, try our luck with that. We could. And then, of course, we can always come in here and increase our damage, increase our wisdom, increase our damage. In order of, like, for a mage class, like, probably highest priority, very low priority. I mean, good priority right here. There's times where this could be the best, but generally speaking, it's going to be wisdom. And then, of course, we can go there and then do the overclock. And then mana points. So it kind of depends on where you're at as to which one's going to be better. Like right now, I go with mana points, but I know Sharpened Axe is going to be a little bit more damage for me at this point. And it should be for everyone really. I mean, unless you're pushing a lot of mana later in the game, where later in the game it becomes like mana becomes way more important than that little bit of damage from the Sharpened Axe or whatever it was. But at this early in the game, the Sharpened Axe is going to be a bit more than the mana itself. So we're at 364. Looks like we're maybe on track. We don't have a timer to tell us how long we have, but it's about 100 kills per minute. And we're going to sit here, we're going to watch it, and we're going to see if we can get this one done. If not, we can always go kill, get a few more levels, come back, and try it again. I would definitely suggest doing this with your Bubo, because this is timed to get those kills. So Bubo is going to allow you to do this way before any other character at this point. Like way before. Because of the poison clouds. That's the only reason. Poison clouds. It's going to boom. All right, cool, awesome. Rift complete. So we can come back through here. All we have to do, walk back past it. It'll automatically port you through it to the next one. And of course, the ultimate goal is to start getting some rifts open up here. This one at Rift 6, which I don't remember what the idea is on that. And we haven't spent a whole lot of time on getting our skills up, other than our, what's it called again? Our dude, uh, that guy. Oh, what is he? Maestro. He's been mainly working on skills, and not overly concerned. I'm not overly concerned with the skills at this point. This rift, right? This is why. This is why I'm behind on armor. This is why I'm behind on things, because we are waiting on rift so we can start pushing rift. Anyway, get 3. Oop, hold on. How long do I have on that one? I gotta get 3 in them. How long? Crap. I don't remember. Let's pull rift up so I can look to see what it was, because I wasn't reading. I wasn't reading it. Rift here. Rift. Rift. Okay. So we can see what it, because it's, I can clearly see it's 3, but not much. Okay, trap vacuum box. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, that's a good thing, because this gives us trap vacuum if we can get the world 6. All right, cool. Um, uh-oh. Where is the rift? There we go. Expand. Uh, 60 minutes? Oh, we got an hour to do this? Okay, cool, sweet. So, yeah, you got a whole freaking hour to get these 3 tiers. Uh, not an issue. We could come back with the, uh, we could go to the Maestro and come back and do it with him. He's got the better drop rate. Get that done fairly quickly and easily with that. Although, for an hour to get it done, we're good. We're good. I'm going to AFK for a little bit. And we've got our first tier already. So just 2 more to go. And of course, what is our 7.9x drop rate? So what did it take us? Like 5 minutes? It's fine. We'll be able to get through this rift in no time. Of course, as you unlock more in the rift, more things become available, which is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Um, We want to get to. Let's see. Where do we want to get to? All right. We're at level 6 or at Rift 6. We get the trap box vacuum. So once we get the trapper drone unlocked in World 3 through the construction, and then we upgrade it, it will automatically collect our traps every day. That's one thing we're working towards right now. Is we're working towards getting that, getting to that to build it, and of course, hopefully we'll be there with the Rift before we get that unlocked. Although we might not be there because of salts. Salts is the biggest limiting factor for us at the moment. This is why we just ran right past World 3. Okay, straight out of World 3, straight into World 4. Just to get Rift unlocked. And of course, then straight to World 5. Finish World 4 on one character. Get to World 5 so we can start getting levels. Start pushing levels. At Rift 11, we get infinite stars, which starts putting some of our star signs to infinite. So they give the positive and not the negative. They always, once they're infinite stars, they always give their bonus, of which I don't understand. People keep changing their star signs, and I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe it gives a double bonus or something. Personally, I don't change my star signs. Once I get infinite stars and start unlocking, and I mean, if I don't have it, if it's a star I want and it's not infinite, yeah, I'll equip it. But if it's not a star I want, or if it is a star I want and it's already infinite, I'm not worrying about it. Which my paid account, they're all infinite, so, and I get more shiny breeding. Okay, cool. But what we're looking for, where we're trying to get, is we're trying to get to Rift 16, which unlocks skill mastery. Now, 21's a good one to get to as well, because that gives you the Eclipse Skulls, which of course gives you more multi. And then, of course, Stamp Mastery at 26. Eldritch Artifacts at 31. Also wonderful, fantastic, phenomenal. Biomastery at 36. Construction Mastery at 41. Ruby cards at 46. That's going to be another key milestone, is to get to those Ruby cards. Kilroy Prime at 51. Again, phenomenal. And of course, Sneak Mastery at 56. Well, it's going to take you a while to get Sneak up that high anyway, so you'll be flying through the Rift at that point. Like, it's not even going to matter. What we're trying to get to, I'm trying to get to, is skill mastery. Because we need armor, and we need skills, and we need skill mastery. Okay, because skill mastery, once you get 1,000 levels on a skill, it makes, wait a minute, hold on. 1,000 gives you more skill XP. My bad. We don't need 1,000 levels on each skill. We just need 300 levels on each skill to unlock the cards being passive, which is where we're trying to get to. That way, I don't have to sit here and go, oh, gee, I have these cards on so I can get more mining efficiency. No. We're going to deal with one. Okay? It's going to be straight whatever the hell I want for that moment. Whether it be, drop rate or whatever. We're trying to push straight to all the cards being passive. Or the resource gathering cards. So right now, I think our highest level miner is 43, which is our Maestro. Of which, okay, cool. If we had all 10 characters at 40, we would be at 400. Of which would be way beyond what we need for the mining cards. But like mining XP gain at level 150 combined skill for mining. I mean, phenomenal, right? Phenomenal. Uh, Helps push those gains, push those levels faster. Level 200 combined skill plus 10% mining efficiency. Again, just going to help increase those samples and push those skills as well. Cards, that's the one I'm trying to get to. The 300, level 300 combined, mining cards. I think most of my characters are at least level 25, so it's at least 250 that we're at. Plus the one's 43, another one's 40. So we're probably already there at the 300 for the mining. So once we can get to Rift 16, then my mining cards will become passive because I already have the 300 on that. We probably already have 300 on the forge, so it'd be 25% smithing gains, plus 25% forge ore capacity, and plus 25. Plus 5% total damage. There is other things like all skill XP, all skill efficiency, printer output, and at level 1000 combined, it's 25% all skill XP as well. So there is reasons to push those levels beyond this, but right now, the only thing that's going to help me is to get those cards passive. Once those cards become passive, I don't ever need to switch cards again for resource gathering, which huge boon, helps out tremendously. See, chopping, it's going to be the same thing. 300 level 300 combined. All the chopping cards become passive, and then fishing. Once you get 300 levels combined there, the fishing cards become passive. So it's going to be a race once we get to Rift 16. It's going to be a race to get mining up to 300 combined, chopping up to 300 combined, fishing up to 300 combined, catching up to 300 combined, and then trapping up to 300 combined. Of course, we'll worry about trapping later. Construction, I mean, the damage, yeah, okay, I mean, sure. Worship, I mean, again, we need to get that thing, construction, so not even worried about that at the moment, but at 300 combined for that as well, the cards become passive. And then, of course, after that, I don't think there's anything else. I really don't think there's anything else at this point for making those cards. No, nothing. Well, Spelunking World 7. So once we get there, of course, that'll be easy enough to do. It'll be perfectly fine. But we're just trying to get the ones that we can currently do, and that'll help to really once that's done, then our Maestro actually becomes useful. Until those cards are passive, the Maestro's nothing. He is. There's caveats where it's like, oh, well, but you could do this. No, because once you get those cards passive for every one of those gathering skills, now everything just becomes completely different. Your Maestro can just jump around from whatever resource to whatever resource. It doesn't matter. He doesn't have to swap cards. No one has to swap cards anymore for that. And it just makes the game so much easier, so much better, and makes your gathering skills so much more efficient. So this is what we're doing. Pushing Rift. We'll go to World 5. We'll push some levels. Come back to Rift if we can. While we're pushing... what is it called again? While we're pushing Divinity and while we're pushing Lab. So, if I'm not actively pushing someone here, then if you're not actively pushing someone here in the Rift, then they should be in the Lab or on Divinity. 6 of one, half dozen of another. Pushing Divinity a little faster could be beneficial, but then everyone's pushing Lab at that point. If you go a little slower with Divinity, because it does take at least 15 hours to get that first level in Divinity. Uh, it, yeah, that's a lot of levels in Lab. Like by the time you get your first level in Divinity, that's a lot of levels in Lab. So keep that in mind, and we're just gonna push Rift as much as we can. It's gonna be slow going, but play one character at a time in the Rift. Go push World 5 if you can't succeed to get a few more talent points. Come back to the Rift. Push if you can. If not, go back to World 5 again. Push what you can to get stuff. We're just trying to get Rift 16 done so that we can get the cards. So we can start working on getting our cards done. So, or at least getting our cards passive.